August 11th. Benton and Whitewater, Kansas. I'm down here on Wildcat Stock Farm. Mr. Bruce Bodecker is sitting there in the truck. We'll interview him in a minute. And this is corn that did not have Huma-Tec in the row. The ears are pretty sad, small. It's burned to a crisp. I mean, it's done. And you can see down the row, it doesn't have very good ear development. But we're going to go and take a look. This has the same planting date, variety, essentially the same rainfall as a field just up the way that did have Huma-Tec, and we're going to blow the competition away here. So more to come. We're here at Wildcat Stock Farm again. This is some corn that did not have Huma-Tec thereon. We suppose that there's going to be a difference in yield, and probably a significant difference. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it, Bruce? This is Bruce Bodecker, Wildcat Stock Farm, Century Farm down here near Whitewater.
Wow. This cornfield is not mine. It's planted by a neighbor. It's upland corn. It's just a half a mile from some upland corn that I put Huma-Tec on. And so this would be without it, and the one we're going to see in a little bit would be with.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And so we're just saying there's a significant difference. Is it only because of Huma-Tec? Probably. People kind of plant corn at the same time. Everybody plants about 115-day corn. And so it's an example.
Yeah, absolutely. So thanks for setting the record straight on that. So but this has probably had nearly the same rainfall perhaps as the stuff we're about to go see. Alrighty.
It's no-till, probably long-term no-till. I don't know how much fertilizer they put on, but everybody uses about the same. So the only thing we know that's a variable for sure is the Huma-Tec application at planting on the seed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, more to come. Thanks, Bruce.
And different neighbors have remarked to me that this is an amazing field of corn because of the way it looks at this late in the season. And
right.
It is.
Right.
It really, truly is an amazing piece of corn.
And I mean, some of the corn behind you, even. I mean, that's the same. That's yours as well, correct?
Yes. Yeah. Planted the same day.
And instead of being completely burnt to a crisp, it looks like it's still got a decent amount of water. It's not fully cannibalizing itself. I mean, so it's this late in the game. That's actually pretty remarkable. So.
This is August. The first we'll harvest corn in September. And so this will probably be harvest maybe late September. So it's on schedule genetically to do what it's going to do, but it's taking a lot longer time to die. And if this video was made 10 days ago, this corn had been green almost to the ground.
Wow.
And the other field of corn was showing severe stress.
Now we had some photos of that actually from last week, which I'll include once we edit the video, but yeah, I'm really excited for what the yield is going to be. What you said one of these fields, the bottom ground, actually the last time the record for it was about what, 160?
Well, for my personal, it was a 160 on some bottom land. We can go look at that in a bit.
Okay.
The other great thing about this is I took a Haney test, the Haney soil test. Not very many people are aware of that, and I applied more than likely 80 pounds. I applied 80 pounds. That would have been the recommendation on my corn.
Wow.
And that was shooting for 125 bushel. And the other cornfield, if he used the standard co-op recommendation, and most people do, he would have put on 140 to 150 pounds.
Wow.
And so there's a significant...
That is a significant difference in nitrogen.
Significant difference and a little bit different way to save your money, but yet have adequate nitrogen for an overabundant crop. This is amazing.
Yeah.
My agronomist has been taking leaf samples, and his job was to tell me if any of my corn ground was under nitrogen deficiency because of the small amount that the Haney test required. And so far not. It's as green as anything up and down the road, and it's going to be fun to harvest.
Yeah, I'm telling you what, we're going to get a little bit more footage of what we're dealing with here, but I'm really excited. Some of the best corn that you could possibly find near Whitewater, honestly. Maybe probably the best.
I wouldn't say that.
There's
better dirt around here than that. This is upland. This is.
Well, we're about to go see some more that looks even more green. More in a minute.
This is bottomland corn, planted at 22,000 plants per acre.
Wow.
It's got the same 80 pounds of nitrogen as the upland corn.
Only 80 pounds of nitrogen.
Yeah, only 80 pounds of nitrogen. And there is a lot of double stock, about a lot of double cobs.
Yeah.
And
I'm seeing 3 on that plant. The bottom one's being
oh yeah, the third
little third nub there.
And these 2 are filled out completely. The little one, it's not much. So
I'm just floored.
Very late in the growing season, while all the other cornfields had been sprayed for fungus, my new agronomist came by and said, well, you're just showing a little bit of leaf stripe, and because we had moisture in the soil, we had some late rains, we thought it was advisable to spray it for fungus. So it did get a fungicide on it, but it's after everybody else had sprayed theirs, and so this was a late one because it didn't show any signs until later in the season, and enabled maybe to enhance the yield and make it give the corn plant every advantage it could. I had it sprayed.
Right.
And I'm not smart enough to know if that's going to pay off or not. It's up to somebody else.
Now,
but you can see, green corn from there to there.
Yeah, you would not expect to see this level of color and growth, this health, this late in the season. But here we are, and yeah, I'm blown away. What was the roof? You said the roof, the most that you've ever yielded.
160.
160, and you said that this corn probably looks a bit better than that.
Well, I don't know what 150 corn looks like. We usually raise 100, 120, or 80, or 40, and so I have no experience in that. But 22,000 plants and a double cob on 90% of it. This field, as well as the other upland field, had a cover crop planted and had cattle on it this winter. And so some people would say, well, the cattle cause compaction. I don't believe that. But if there was compaction out here, you sure don't see it now this close to harvest. If there was compaction on the upland quarter,
right,
there's no visible sign of it now.
Right.
And so there's a lot of things that people assume about agriculture that is typically proven not to be true. You have to be careful.
Right.
You have to be careful.
Right.
I've had cattle on all my crop ground with cover crops for 20 years, and I haven't seen any sign. But then I'm not terribly bright. I'm not being that observant. I just plant it and harvest it and go down the line. But the buffalo ate the cover crops and they trampled things, and apparently the Indians had plenty of grass.
Mm-hmm.
So this is nothing wrong with mimicking Mother Nature.
Right, right. Well, we sure appreciate you giving us a picture of what you did here.
There it is.
It's gonna be great to gather the data. We'll be back. We'd love to see the bonuses you get from test weights and all that. I assume that they offer some bonuses for that around here.
Probably do. I don't know. That's in the elevator business. That's not mine.
Right.
I'm just going to be grateful to get it harvested and get it in the elevator.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
It's going to be a lot of loads of corn to haul in.
Well, Bruce Bodecker, Wildcat Stock Farm. We sure appreciate your time, Bruce.
Yes.
Thanks so much. You were saying?